I'm Christian.
I'm Jenny.
And we are Ready to Disney. Good evening from Dallas, Texas here on this really hot Saturday in July. We hit a temperature of 109 today officially, and I feel like temperature I think of 115.
Yeah.
So, ouch. We're melting over here. But I did look not too long ago at what the weather was like at our home castle there in Orlando, Florida. And it was a nice 88 degrees with some rain. So we're already missing it. Can't wait to get back. Anywho, today's vlog is going to be a simple short vlog about the difference between staying on property in a Walt Disney World Resort and staying off property in a just Orlando hotel. This is usually the very first part of what you're thinking about on your Disney vacation when you're planning. It's how you want to do this. So let's jump right in. Staying at an off-site hotel or a hotel that's just off the Disney property, you're going to save a little bit of money. I'll put that out there up front. You're going to save a little bit per night on the hotel rate. But are you really saving that much? And I ask that question because how are you going to get from the airport to your hotel? How are you going to get to from the hotel to the Disney parks every day of your trip? You're either renting a car, which is going to cost you another $20 to $25 a day, more than likely, plus filling it up with gas when you return it, or the constant taxi or Uber trips. I don't personally use Uber. I don't know how much they are. I hear they're fairly cheap, but regardless, if you use the taxi and Uber option, you're going to have to think your days are going to have to start off a little bit earlier in the morning. You have to make that phone call or go on the app, wait for the driver to show up. At the end of the day, when you're tired, you're hot, you're just beat, your dogs are barking, right? Now you're going to have to wait for an Uber again, or a taxi again. So that's really something to consider. You're saving some money, but your time is going to be, you have to realize your time is a very valuable asset while you're there. You really want to do as much as possible. Another bonus, though, is that at the end of the day, or even at the beginning of the day, you're not having to eat at a Disney World resort or in the parks for breakfast or dinner, which can be an added cost. You are going to pay a little bit more for those dinners, but at the end of the day, you could go and take your kids to McDonald's or Chili's or something like that, and you're probably going to save a little bit of money on each meal. So you are going to save some money outside of the resorts that are on property by staying in an Orlando area hotel. That being said, Ginny and I prefer to stay on property, and here's a few reasons why. Number one reason for me and Ginny is we never have to leave that Disney magic. We never have to leave that feeling of being there, morning, noon, or night. It doesn't matter. We go to bed at night. At the end of the day, you go back to your room. It's themed in a Disney way. Your cast members that are at the resort still have that smile on their face. Customer service is impeccable. They're always there to help. They always greet you. The grounds are beautiful grounds no matter where you stay at, be it a value resort, a moderate resort, or a deluxe resort. We're going to spend some time on a future vlog on what that means. But some of the benefits, no matter where you stay on resort property, you book 6 months or so in advance. You can set specific dining reservations. What's your favorite dining reservation that you love being able to set?
I don't really have one specific. Well, I love Tusker.
That's a perfect
Animal Kingdom.
That's a perfect
That's a good
example.
breakfast.
So Tusker House is what's called a table service, which means you can set advanced dining reservations at. It's an Animal Kingdom. We like to go there for breakfast. That is a hard to get reservation, or can be. Mm-hmm. It fills up fairly quickly because you have characters there. You have Donald and Mickey and Daisy and Goofy, all there in their safari outfits. If you wait to the last minute to do that, you may not get a reservation on any day that you're there. Another big popular one is called the California Grill on top of the Contemporary Resort. That's very popular because it is it's surrounded by windows. It's actually at the top of the resort and it overlooks Magic Kingdom. That's a very highly sought after resort. My father and his wife Kathy, they like to eat at a place called Victoria Albert's there at the Grand Floridian Resort. That is another dining that you really can't make last minute reservations for. So by staying on property and booking through Disney and staying on a Disney resort, you can make dining reservations 6 months in advance, and you're going to find out that certain ones you're really going to want to do that. It may not be that you can't get any reservation, but when you're looking at your plans for the trip, which park am I going to be at on this day and that day, those dining reservations can really change your whole plans if you can't get the days and times you want. So that's an important feature of being able to stay on site. Another one is going to be what's called a Magic Band. And this is an all-inclusive wristwear band, or they have lanyards and such with the new ones. This is your room key. You don't have to worry about losing your key. So it's your room key. It's your park tickets. It's your fast pass reservations. It's your dining, stuff. It's your wallet. You don't have to carry cash and credit cards anywhere you go.
And it's GPS for your little kid.
Oh, that's important because we've
if
all
you're in the parks and you lose your child, you can find them really fast.
Hey, listen, it happens, right? I don't know how many times I probably ran away from my parents while we were out and about and took forever to find. So in that situation, you can go up to a cast member, any cast member, and say, hey, I lost my child. They'll look up your Magic Band. They'll find the child associated with you, and they can do a search within 1 foot of where your child is and be able to locate where they are. So that's another thing. You have a Magic Band. I mentioned that it's your wallet. That can be convenient because you know how it goes. You're going to be eating in the parks. You're going to buy stuff. And you may buy stuff simply, just a water or whatever. Well, if you're constantly having to take out cash or swiping your credit card all day, that just gets tedious. So you can use your Magic Band. They have pins. So not every, your little one can't go up and just start buying stuff. You can block them from it. But that's a benefit. Another benefit is going to be the transportation. And I mean all transportation. If you're flying in, they even take care of your luggage for you. When you land at Orlando Airport, you don't even see your luggage there. You go straight down to the bottom part of the airport where the Magical Express buses are. These are very nice luxury buses, by the way.
Yeah,
They even play safety videos
and cartoons.
And cartoons, so you stay entertained from the minute you get there.
Yeah.
And when you get to your resort, from the time your plane lands to the time you see your bags could be up to 4 hours, but they're delivered directly to your room. Disney World has employees at the airport that can take care of your luggage for you. They
won't unpack them for you.
They won't unpack them.
They will leave them for you to do.
They won't put them in the drawers and fluff everything for you.
Hey, it's not Four Seasons. It's
I
Disney.
So, but yeah, you'll get in the mail before you leave. You'll get a specific colored luggage tag that's for your resort. So these employees at the airport know when they're unloading the plane, they put your luggage on a separate thing. They take it to your resort. They know which room you're in. They put them in there. So your Magical Express ride from the airport to your Disney World resort is part of the cost. It's nothing extra. They don't even accept tips for the drivers. So that's taken care of. While you're at Disney World, getting around from your resort to Disney Springs or the parks or other resorts, you can go to other resorts to eat lunch or dinner or buy stuff. Their transportation system is really awesome. They've got buses. That's the main mode.
Yeah.
Is going to be buses. Some of the resorts, Animal Kingdom, the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, I think also. You can, from Magic Kingdom, you can take a boat.
Broadway, or the boardwalk does too. They have the boat.
A boardwalk and the yacht club have boats from Epcot or Hollywood Studios, and the beach club.
Yeah.
So you can take boats from Epcot or Hollywood Studios to there. You have the monorail. There are 3 resorts that are on the monorail route. One is the Contemporary. Everybody has seen that one. The monorail goes right through the middle of the building. But it also makes stops at the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian. So you have a lot of good transportation. All you got to do is wake up, go to the little bus stop at your resort. Most resorts have more than one bus stop. So you can find one even closer to your room maybe. You don't have to go to where the lobby is. They'll have monitors, and now they have an app that or they've added it to the Walt Disney World app that'll show you when the next bus is coming to wherever you're at.
Now, mind you, they still have the little screens up that tells you, like when you're in a train station, they have the.
Oh, when you're at the bus stop.
The TVs tell you, when they're.
Yeah, they'll tell you when the next one should be there.
For whatever park you want to go to.
Right, and they run about every 15 or 20 minutes. So if you're staying at your resort, you can expect a Magic Kingdom bus every 15 to 20 minutes, and an Animal Kingdom bus, a Hollywood Studios bus, whatever it is.
You can do the Blizzard.
And the water parks as well. So the transportation is great. These are all things that you get by staying on property. We love doing that. We usually stay at moderate level resorts. We stayed at Port Orleans Riverside this year. We're going to try different ones since it's just us. We wanted to see. We're going to stay at the Caribbean Beach Resort. But these amenities, I think, to me, are important. We don't have to leave anything. We don't have to go back into the real world at any point until we're coming home. So this is our opinion. You do have pros and cons of each. And by the way, the dining at the resorts, you're probably paying a little bit more than what you would pay for, offsite at McDonald's. For the quick service, don't all have to be sit down restaurants. The quick service at a resort's kind of like a cafeteria. But they usually have different stations that'll make food to order right there.
But they give you so much.
They do. They give you so much food.
You can half this up. I mean, Chris and I, when we go, we've gotten to the point now where we can just order one thing and then split it. So
most of the time.
So you're actually getting out a little cheaper than if you were to go to Chili's or Outback Steakhouse or whatever off property, where you can just have a big fat bowl of spaghetti and share it.
That's right.
So
Well, and most of the resorts will deliver pizza to the rooms too. So if you guys decide to call it quits earlier in the day,
or the teenager doesn't want to go out,
or the teenager doesn't want to go out anywhere, they're tired, they're done for the day.
They want to sit there and play their little phones.
Exactly. Easy. You can have a movie night in your room.
Yep.
And most of the resorts, I forgot about this. Most of the resorts, they have movie nights. So they have an area in their resort. They come out and they bring out this big screen. They'll play a Disney cartoon movie. They give you towels. They give you popcorn.
Water.
You can get drinks, and stuff, and all free.
Yeah.
Right. The popcorn and the movie, the drinks you bring from your room, or you go get one.
They had water out last time.
They did. They did have water.
Water
and you can watch the movie Under the Stars, and you'll see how many people actually, they've spent all day at the parks. They come out. They don't want to be cramped in their room.
They go get a pizza, and they land right there in front of the movie thing.
Exactly. It's usually on a grassy area, and it's really nice. So, and the resorts have activities for kids and adults alike. They'll do certain special things at the pool area, or they may have an arts and craft time.
And they all have themed pools.
They all have themed pools.
So it's not just like you're at the, outside hotel and there's just that little square block of green water, whereas opposed to in the
green water
resort you have, a slide or something fun going on.
Oh yeah, they're very heavily themed pools. I mean, and
they have activities for all the kids.
And usually around the pools, they even have playgrounds.
Sand beaches, some of them.
Some have little sand areas with hammocks, and so really, there's no reason to leave. But again, to each their own. This is just our recommendation. We love staying on property. What to look forward to in upcoming vlogs. We're going to talk about fast passes. We're going to talk about some specific resorts. We're going to talk about certain meet and greets. We're going to have an interview coming up before too terribly long with our teenage daughter, so she can give her perspective on the world of Disney. And we typically are going to try to throw in a little fact into each one of our vlogs that may not be well known. So our fact of today is, since we're talking about resorts, there is a resort called the Polynesian there at the Walt Disney World property. It's right across the lagoon from the Magic Kingdom. This was the original flagship resort for Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. But it has another little fun fact about it. What was the year?
Oh, you would ask me that. It was 1970.
70 or 71?
70.
Okay. When the Beatles broke up, originally the paperwork was supposed to be signed in New York City, but John could not make it. Him and Yoko had a prior engagement. They say prior. Anyways, they couldn't make it and it wasn't
They're probably in
convenient.
bed, not eating.
So what they decided to do was they went to Walt Disney World Resort, and in the Polynesian Hotel, that is where the paperwork was signed
Officially signed, yeah.
to disband the Beatles. So there's your
Well,
interesting...
John's out.
Well, John's out, right. So there's your official
Yeah.
Walt Disney World fact of the day. We'll have one for each vlog that's kind of cool. Don't forget, September 14th to the 21st, we will be at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida for our trip. We're going to have not only daily vlogs, but we'll come out with a schedule for a couple of Facebook Live videos. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Put down any questions you want in the comments. Also, let us know. We bought some new lighting and a microphone. So we want to know what you guys think of the new production value of our little vlog studio here at Casa del Tach here in Dallas, Texas. So that being said, until next time,
Have fun storming the castle.
bye-bye.